Welcome my good Spanish friends. As you have seen from the intro of this video, this one is going to be about Christmas gifts from Haramain. So inside the L'Aventure collection set, there's the original L'Aventure, which is a fragrance for him. All of them are 100 ml fragrances and all of them are eau de parfum. Then you have L'Aventure Femme, L'Aventure Rose, which is again a fragrance for women, and L'Aventure Gold, another fragrance for women. So this set will have 3 fragrances for women. The rose one, when I smelled it, it smells unisex, so men could pull it off, but mostly they are for women. And also inside, even though it doesn't mention anywhere on the box, inside there's this atomizer which you can fill and refill with one of your favorite fragrances from these 4. Since I'm holding this one in my hand right now, let's talk about it. This is L'Aventure Rose, and this is what I've said in the beginning, a unisex fragrance, even though it's designed to be for women. This is basically a jammy rose and musk, pretty much in the Oriental Middle Eastern style. Something like Montal would do, or Mancera. Again, Montal with his Mancera brand. Then L'Aventure Femme, this is a very fruity fragrance with pineapple and melon, which dries down to a musky, vanilla and woody fragrance. And if you are familiar with Aventus, Creed Aventus for her, this one pretty much smells like that one. If you haven't smelled Creed Aventus for her, if you can imagine a Creed Aventus, but for her. In the opening also, this one reminds me of Black Excess for Men by Paco Rabanne. It has that sweet pineapple note on top. The next one is L'Aventure Gold. This one clearly smells like a fragrance for women. This one is a floral powdery fragrance, and to me it reminds me of Dior J'adore. This one is very safe, especially if you like slightly powdery fragrances and floral fragrances. And the last one, which is the most popular from the line, you all know this fragrance, L'Aventure for him, which smells a lot like Creed Aventus. Now the Amber Oud collection, which is one of my favorite lines actually, Amber Oud, because what I've sensed until now is that with this line you're getting the best value for the money you're paying. Now in this set there are going to be 4 fragrances. I think these one are 60 ml, and also inside you're going to get one of these refillable atomizers again, like you did in the set of L'Aventure. So inside here you're also going to get a writing, a text from Haramain, which says Amber Oud collection from Haramain comes in 4 unique enchanting fragrances with the best quality of amber and oud that will invigorate your senses, mesmerize those around you, and give you a confidence boost. Its earthy notes will keep you grounded to your roots and fill you with love towards your tradition and spiritual beliefs. So this time there are going to be a more fairly spreaded fragrances. There are going to be 4 fragrances, 2 for women and 2 for men. The Carbon edition is a fragrance for men. This one to me smells very much like Cool Water by Davidoff, but more musky. Then you're going to get Amber Oud Blue edition, as the bottle and the name suggests, this is a blue smelling fragrance, and it's in the same genre as Bleu de Chanel. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a clone of Bleu de Chanel, but if I was to compare it with one of the Bleu de Chanel flankers, it's going to smell more similar to the original, to the EDT. But this is going to be more of a clean, manly, a bit classic blue smelling fragrance. Then on the women's side of fragrances, there's Amber Oud Gold edition, and this one is going to be a very, very fruity fragrance, sweet, especially in the opening, and then it turns into a fruity, musky fragrance. This is going to smell similar to Erba Pura by Suspiro or by Xerjoff. Remembering how the original smelled, it felt a bit more sharp to me than this one, which this one is pretty smooth in the opening. It's fruity, and I can actually pick up on the fruity notes. Then when the musk comes up, it turns a bit sharp, but not as sharp as the original. It can be unisex, but it definitely feels more like a women's fragrance. And then there's the Amber Oud White Edition, which to me it's a floral and sweet and musky fragrance, which smells very close to Chanel, Coco, Mademoiselle. Again, a very obvious fragrance for women. Now, from this set and from all of the fragrances, including both sets, I would say that the ones that impressed me the least are these two for men, the Amber Oud Blue Edition and the Amber Oud Carbon Edition, because first of all, this one smells like cool water, which is not a very expensive fragrance, and it also doesn't feel like a very updated and stronger and better version of that one. And the Blue Edition, which smells like a pretty generic blue smelling fragrance for men. But these two from the Amber Oud set, I think that overall the women's fragrances are better and better performing, with a longevity of at least 8 hours, very good projection. All of them, including the ones from the L'Aventure set, are pretty solid in both smell and performance. So in my opinion, the L'Aventure set is worth getting more over the Amber Oud set, because the fragrances that you're getting inside all of them are pretty much good. You're getting good fragrances, but you're only going to get one fragrance for men and the L'Aventure Rose, which could be a unisex fragrance, while in the other set there are two fragrances for men and two for women, but the ones for men aren't really that good. They are pretty much generic, but some people that are not that much into fragrances, they might like. And that was it, my good smelling friends. Until the next video, you keep smelling great.